Welcome back as we are at Sebring International Raceway. In the booth with me is Rhett Sawyer.
Hey, thanks for having me. Glad to be back for another race.
And this should be a fun one as it's a Supercars a night race. As we see the number 30 out on the track. Last week's winner. I've been looking forward to this track for a while. This is one of my favorite tracks out on the circuit. What are you looking forward to this track tonight, Rhett?
Interested in how these drivers will handle the night race, and so Sebring's always been a fun track to watch. So looking forward to some good racing here.
Yeah, the night definitely plays a factor. As we're gonna have a cool track, only 77 degrees, only 6-mile-an-hour winds. What type of time can Gonzalez put together? There's a few straightaways at this track as well. Carry so much momentum going into turn 17. As Gonzalez finishes up his warm-up lap, and here we go. What type of lap time can he put together in week 5? As you see, that sun is already setting. Currently, your points leader is Rhett Sawyer and Juan Fangio in second, down by 38 points. The race will be 22 laps with one pit stop. Looking at about 11 laps on fuel, which is going to make things very interesting.
Yeah, cars who come in early are going to be risking it to stretch it to the end.
Gonzalez going around the last few turns. He's about to hit this straightaway, and we will see what type of lap time he puts together. As he gets ready to cross this stripe. It is DJ Hume on top of the leaderboard. 2 minutes flat, .405. In second was Reside, third Gonzalez, fourth Lee, fifth Chris. Will this time hold? DJ Hume, he's been on a little roll. 3 top 10s in the last 3 races. But that win has been eluding him for a while. Can today be the day for the 015?
Yeah, he's gotten better every week. 14th and then 2 6th-place finishes, a 4th and then 2nd last week. So, only way to go for him is first, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's been moving up the standings as well. He moved up 4 positions the last race. He is currently 3rd. Will this lap time hold? And could he post even a faster time? Goes around the final turn. Can Hume win the pole? And he does. DJ Hume, the pole winner at Sebring. 2nd is Justin Reside. 3rd is Tyler Rogalowski. 4th, Gonzalez. 5th, Lotus Lee. 6th, Justin Chris. 7th, O'Brien. 8th, Caleb Houston. 9th, Juan Fangio. And rounding out your top 10 is the points leader, Rhett Sawyer. What are your thoughts on these top 10, Rhett?
Well, we're seeing some similar faces up front here. A lot of the usual teams up front as well, because you got Lost City, some NLR, Low Fuels in there as well. Some good performers from last week, like Tonto Gonzalez. So it's a good group of guys up front here. So let's see how it plays out.
Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting. This might come down to strategy here. This is a very long track as well. 17 turns with a few straightaways.
I mean, there's about 4 or 5 high-speed spots in this area, even off the straight, even if you include the other areas, not just the straightaways.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of places to make passes at this track, that is for sure. As Hume heads onto pit road. And that sun continues to set. Before we know it, it will be night. We'll be back in a few minutes for the start of the race. We are back getting ready to start this race at Sebring. And the green flag waves, and we are underway in week 5. God. You see a few drivers already trying to battle for position. There's Tyler in the inside trying to pass Gonzalez. And the car gets off the track. And that is the 54 of Dougie Zoom. Let's try to see if we can see what happened. And it looks like the 15 taps him, and around he goes. 15.
Yeah, what a rough way to start the race for Dougie.
Definitely, that 15 definitely made contact right there. And he just loses control. He keeps going. We'll see if he got any damage, if he's going to be on pit road. Hume is your leader. Juan Fangio trying to make a pass in 9th. We have battles all over. There's Rhett Sawyer. He's trying to battle with the 71. Get his 10th position back. This is definitely a tough track with a lot of speed.
And especially with everyone grouped up at the start, it's easy openings for people to try to pick spots up early.
Yes, definitely.
I think Dougie should be all right though. It didn't look like it was a hard hit. He kept it out of the wall for the most part, so
yeah,
it's just about him trying to catch back up.
He seems okay right now. He does not head out to pit road, so that is a good sign for the 54. Now he's going to have to work his way up through the field after having a decent qualifying. Marco Swift, he's up a few positions, currently in 17th. Right behind him is Tyler Grims in 18th. As we go back to your leader, that is DJ Hume. Right behind him is Justin Reedside. And as you can see, the lights are on the track as the sun has almost completely set. But no one is really creating too much separation at the moment. But we still got a long ways to go. To me, this part of the track is pretty tricky here heading into 1 and 2. We've seen a lot of cars lose it before in other series, especially when their tires start to wear down.
Yeah, it's tough carrying all that speed going into turn 1 right there, and you don't want to brake too hard because then you're going to lose too much momentum, but you easily can make a mistake and go off track there.
There's Justin Chris up 2 positions. Right now it's showing Rhett Sawyer with the fastest lap. As Dougie Zoom makes a pass on the number 8. So he's going to try to climb through this field. Killmonger up 4 positions.
Good early start for Killmonger there.
There's Tom Krieg down 4 positions. Not the start he wanted.
It's also a rough spot for Lost City. This has been one of their strongest series so far, and to have one of their drivers down here in the 20s is rough for them.
Yeah, that'll definitely hurt in the overall team standings. So he's going to have to make up some ground here. There's the 72, a new driver in the series, Ski. He's currently 22nd, going to try to make a name for himself in the series and hopefully get picked up by someone. As Dougie Zoo is trying to get by him and pick up another spot. We go back to your leader, DJ Hume, in control from the start, but has not created no separation. Tyler in 3rd, Reside in 2nd. As you see Hume trying to break the draft. Let's ride on board the 78 for a lap. As Reside's trying to battle for the lead, so we have to pick up this action. They're side by side, going around 3 and 4. Reside's trying to waste no time going for this lead here. He could not make the pass on the 015.
He had a shot there, just wasn't able to hang it out on the outside.
He hung tough up there. There's the number 40. He makes a pass on Lotus Lee. So now drivers are starting to get a little aggressive here. There's plenty of passing lanes on this track. There you see Adam Jones move up to 11th. Now it's Tyler Commander with the fastest lap in the race. He's up 2 positions right behind Rhett Sawyer.
Yeah, we just missed it, but Sawyer got a move made on him by Cordell Walker, which left Adam Jones space to make it a 2-for-1 there.
Yeah, Rhett Sawyer down 2 spots. Yeah, we did miss that one. can see on this straightaway about 170 miles an hour going into turn 17. As we go back up to Hume, will the 78 try to make a move here again? He is all over the 015, just waiting for a chance to make a pass. We're about halfway through this run before we'll see some pit stops. I don't think you could pit too early here and try to undercut here, because you might be out of fuel towards the end of this race. Dougie Zoom.
Yeah, undercutting is definitely going to be a dangerous strategy here.
Dougie Zoom taking another position here, trying to make up some ground. Up to 22nd. He's trying to salvage his day. And he's trying to get out of that repair-free spot. He's got one more spot to go. Justin Reeside still in second. Tyler in third. Justin Chris up 2 positions in fourth. O'Brien in 6th. Having a good run as well. Now we see Caleb Houston dive to the inside, trying to make a pass on Lotus Lee. Lotus Lee loses another position. Down 3 positions. Now Tyler Grims is picking up a spot up to 17th.
A strong move by Houston there.
And now it's Fangio trying to pick up a spot. Lotus Lee continues to fade here. Now Walker trying to look to the inside. As we're getting closer to pit stops. You see Hugh trying to break that draft. He's been keeping the 78 at bay. The 78 had his chance early on. We've had some great racing at Sebring already, and we're not even halfway through yet.
Riverside hasn't quite been able to get back up to the bumper of Hume like he did last time when he tried to make the pass. He's still there, but hasn't quite been able to get an opening.
Yeah, it's definitely, you really have to pick your spot here. You don't want to make the wrong move, as we've seen what's happened to a few cars. Once they make a move, they tend to lose a few spots. I think that was Marco Swift that was fighting with Berto Demora here for 18th. And there's Dougie Zoom. He's caught up to some of these cars, so he's trying to give it all he has to make up some ground here.
Yeah, after making his last pass, he had about a 3-second gap, so he's pretty much closed that in a couple laps, so he's right back there.
There's Tom Krieg, still down 4 positions from when he started this race. Randy Pierce in 16th. Bryson in 15th. He's the one that made contact with the 54 to start this race. Bryson had a good run last week. Seems like Hume is creating a little distance between him and the 78. Just a few car lengths there.
Yeah, he's pulled about 2/10 in the last 2 laps here.
As tires are definitely wearing down now. Pit stops is going to be big here in the next few laps.
Yeah, I wonder who's going to be risky enough to try to make an early stop and then stretch it to the end.
Yeah, who's going to take a risk here? We've seen cars run out of fuel here before. It's a long way around. As Hume has definitely pulled away about a half second now.
Yeah, Hume really looks like he's about to, or he's settled in now. But this is about the lap we'll see if anyone's going to be a risk taker. This is going to be the lap to do it here.
Yeah, it's going to be any lap now. I think that someone has to come in here. I'm sure some of these drivers are ready for some fresh tires as well. There's the number 30, Gonzalez in 5th. Last week's winner. Tyler Commander with the fastest lap still. Currently in 13th. There's Tyler Gribbs in 17th. Ahead of him is Randy Pierce. Behind him is Marco Swift in 18th. And here comes DJ Hume, but there's a few cars that decide to stay out on the track. So DJ Hume and Justin Chris, the only two that come in.
It's Justin Reside. Chris stayed out.
Oh, excuse me. It's just Justin Reside. Chris stayed out. Tyler stayed out.
Now the question is for these two guys is if they can make it all the way to the end there.
Yes, they're cutting it close there. These other drivers decide, hey, we're going to stretch this fuel as long as we can. Maybe the leader's like, hey, man, I want these fresh tires for a lap. They might prefer that speed for that one lap. And now we see the number 30 making a pass. He moves up to second. He passes Justin Chris. As Hume and Justin Reside are out of pit road. We'll see how fast that pit stop was. Right now, your leader is Tyler Rogalowski. I'll tell you what, that 30, man, he's been making a name for himself as of late.
He's definitely looked good.
He's been competing with the best of the best here. Now that team has to put together a great pit stop here. As we go around the last turn, will they come in this time around? And I think they are. And the 13 heads onto pit road. And everyone else follows. And right now, Hume is around turn 15 and 16. How much ground did he gain having at least one lap on fresh tires before these other drivers pit? That's going to be interesting here as they're getting ready to go around turn 17. And Hume is on the straightaway. And what a great stop by that DJ Hume. They just flew by the cars that are still on pit road. It's going to be a big lead for the 015 and the 78. Now everyone else is coming off of pit road here.
Well, that was a rough stop for Tom Krieg there. He dropped into the penalty spots from 20th.
Tom Krieg in 22nd. Down 6 spots. He was down. Yeah, he lost a few more positions. Even Dougie Zoom got past him on that pit stop. Rough stop for the 77. But Hume has a 2-second lead over Justin Reside. And he has about a 4-second lead on Tyler, which is the 3rd place car.
The fresh tires help these two pull a little bit of gap now. The question is, can they make it last to the end?
That's what I was just about to say. Did they stop one lap too early? Let's do a rundown of your top 15 after that pit stop. Your current leader is Hume. In second is Justin Reside. In third is Tyler. In fourth is Justin Chris. In fifth is Caleb Houston. I think he moved up a few positions. Up 3 spots. In sixth is Cordell Walker. Seventh is Adam Jones. Gonzalez in eighth. He lost a few spots on pit road, that number 30.
Yeah, he was up in fourth going into the pit, so he dropped about 4 spots there.
Tyler Commander in the top 10 in ninth. Solid run by him. Lotus Lee in 10th. O'Brien in 11th. Also down a few spots. Fangio in 12th. Sawyer 13th. Killmonger in 14th. And rounding out your top 15 is Tyler Grims.
Yeah, taking a quick look at the pit stops here. About 50 seconds was about average, but you see Tonto, Gonzalez, he struggled in the pits. Mitchie struggled. Juan Fangio, they all hit 54 seconds. So those were your big falls in the pit stop.
Yeah, having a bad stop definitely hurts. And it could set you back. As we go back to your leader, Hume. He has been in control all race long. But Reside has cut into that lead, 1.6.
Yeah, he's taking about a half second off here, but you don't want to run them tires down too soon.
Yeah, you definitely don't. You can see how hot those brakes are. The lead is down to a second and a half. There's the number 13 of Tyler, currently in third. Justin Chris in fourth. And Caleb Houston in the top 5. Caleb is currently tied for 10th in points. So this is a much needed run today. Good finish. If he could have a top 5, it'll help him out in the points. As we go around turn 17, let's ride on board to number 1 for a lap. As you can see, it's a long way around Sebring. It's a very demanding track on these drivers. Hume is still in control, still about a second and a half over Reside. Reside was gaining some ground, but it seems to have leveled off here. And we still have 7 laps to go. The big question is, do they have enough in the tank to make it to the end? Now it's Gonzalez. He has the fastest lap in the race. There's about 8 cars here that have no separation here, so people could gain some positions.
There's still more positions to be made, and there's a couple tight packs here, so you should see someone try to make moves at the end.
Especially when these tires start wearing down. And if any of these drivers are tight on fuel, they have to be careful as well. They can't push too hard and risk the chance of running out of fuel. As the laps continue to tick down. Can DJ Hume get his first win of the season? Hume has almost an 8-second lead on the 3rd place car. So short pitting definitely helped.
Yeah, those fresh tires definitely helped get them out there. But it did come with the risk, and we're going to have to see if they can manage it.
Yeah, does he have enough? And hopefully he's not pushing this car too hard, you know, and risk the chance of running out of fuel. He's kind of lucky that Reside is not all over him, because he could, you know, he could monitor his fuel. Because if Justin was battling him for the lead, you know, these two would be pushing very hard right now.
Very true.
As we have 5 laps to go. As you can see, the 13 off in the distance. Behind him is Justin Chris and Caleb Houston. Then there's another pack of cars, which is Cordell Walker leading the way there. Adam Jones in 2nd. Gonzalez in, in 6th. Adam Jones 7th. Gonzalez 8th. Commander 9th.
We have a battle in the penalty spots there. Tom Krieg and Dougie Zoom trying to stay out of it.
They're trying to stay out of that penalty spot. You do not want to end up there. We just saw Mitchie O'Brien take a position as well. He moves up to the top 10, takes a spot away from Lotus Lee. Looks like Lotus Lee is fading once again. He did that before the first pit stops. It seems like the later in the run, he starts to slow down. Just doesn't maintain that speed. Now, Rhett Sawyer's going to make the pass here on the 125. He moves up to 12th.
And just like that, he just lost 3 positions, just getting caught out in the wrong spot.
Lotus Lee down 8 positions after having a good qualifying run. Currently running 13th. DJ Hume still leading away. 4 laps to go in this one. If he needs to come in, it's going to be a splash and go, but man, that will change the whole complexion of this race.
Yeah, if they have to come in, even if it is just a splash and go, they're still going to probably lose a good 20-25 seconds just to get through pit road.
Yeah, he only has about an 8-second lead on Tyler.
Making it stretch to the end could be the difference between finishing in first and maybe a top 20 finish.
Yes. Justin Reesai seems to be gaining a few more tenths on the leader. 1.4. So he has definitely gained a few tenths on Hume. As you see the flames come out the pipes there as he lifts going around the turn. Those brakes are red hot. As he gained another, and here they come onto pit road. They could not make it on fuel. As they're on pit road, and here comes a 13. He makes a pass. He takes the lead. Do they have enough fuel to make it to the end?
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question. With how early they're the top 2 are stopping, does that mean everyone else is gonna have to come in another lap or 2 before the end?
I wonder if the 015 and the 78 were just pushing too hard. Just burned up too much fuel. And here they come, both coming out of pit road. As they're going to integrate back into the field. Man, oh man, now things have changed. Can the 13 sneak out a win here? But he has to contend with Justin Chris as well. I don't know if these guys are going to have enough fuel. I think they might be short as well. We will see. If they do have enough fuel, that 13 has to hold off the 499. It's not going to be easy. So they go around 15 and 16. Will they come in to make a stop here? And they do not. They stay out. There's the 78, currently 21st. Man, that's just tough, man. You know, you're with the leader like the whole race. They're just hoping that these other drivers, they don't have enough. And there's Hume too in 18th. After dominating this race, here he is. The big question is, will these drivers have enough to make it to the end? So they go around turn 10 and 11. Tyler as well, looking for his first win of the season. He's had 2 top 5s and 3 top 10s. He has been pretty consistent. And he has created some separation from the 499. But do they have enough to make it to the end? The 13 trying to break that draft as they go around turn 17. Will he come in? And he does not. He stays out, so they have enough fuel to make it to the end. So you would hope so, because we're not even sure. As more cars are on pit road, the 71 has run out of fuel. He is on pit road.
So it looks like it's going to be a tight finish here. Do they have enough?
It's going to be extremely tight. That means they didn't put enough. They didn't top these cars off. That's unfortunate for the 71. He was running 4th. These drivers are on fumes right now. These cars. We still have about a half lap to go. Will anyone else run out of fuel before this race is over? It's extremely important to have a good pit crew, man. If they don't top you off, you're going to be short on fuel. Because they calculate it to the lap.
That could also be a mismanagement by the driver, though, using too much, pushing too hard.
That is true, too. You got to take that into consideration as well. As we getting ready to go around the last turn. Go around the last turn here. And Tyler Rogalowski wins at Sebring. In 2nd, Justin Chris 3rd, Caleb Houston 4th, Gonzalez 5th, Adam Jones 6th, Tyler Commander 7th, O'Brien 8th, Juan Fangio 9th, Rhett Sawyer, and rounding out your top 10 is Lotus Lee. Man, oh man, that was a wild ending to this race. DJ Hume finishes in 17th, Reside in 19th. That's not official, but that's what it's showing. And the 13 has run out of fuel, and we see the fireworks in the background.
It's a tough way to lose a race, but that's the risk you take stopping that early to get the fresh tires.
yes, it's the gamble you take. The 13 is definitely out of fuel. He's not going to make it onto pit lane. I mean, onto victory lane. Look at everyone crashing into the 13, trying to get around. They had just enough. A lot of these cars are running out of fuel. I think the 499 just ran out of fuel as well. They're not even going to make it all the way around. The one ran out of fuel. That's how precise the crew chiefs are when they calculate fuel. They just put it in just enough to make it to the end. But sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. It all depends, like you said earlier. You know, if you're pushing too hard, that could cost you. That could cost you a
Yep.
lap in fuel, and you're gonna have to come in early. The 71 had to come in early because of that. He finished 22nd after running fourth for a while. So I mean, it's unfortunate. But we had a good race here at Sebring. The next week we go to Watkins Glen and we're doing some sprint racing. That should be fun at the Glen. And I think after that we head to Coda, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's an endurance race. It is an endurance race at Coda. Then we go to Long Beach, a street race, our first street race of the season. And we do some more sprint racing, Red Bull Ring, Sandown, and it goes from there. So we still have a lot of good racing on tap. There might be a little shakeup here in the standings. We'll see. But it's been a great one. What are your takeaways from this race, Rhett?
You know, went kind of about how we expected here. With the early stops not being able to quite make it all the way. Unfortunate result for DJ and Justin Reside. But that's what it is. Sometimes the track is, or the limit is right there for the laps, and you just gotta make it around. And sometimes the risks don't pay off.
Yeah, I mean it's racing. You know, sometimes you wreck out. Sometimes it's fuel. Sometimes there's so many factors that could happen in a race. And then today was just not enough fuel to make it to the end. Unfortunately, for some of these drivers. We'll see how everything plays out next week. There are no pit stops. It's just straight sprint racing, and some drivers definitely do very well in those races because of their setup. So that is going to be interesting how that plays out too. But it's been great. And tomorrow we have Lotus in 1987. That should be fun. Looking forward to those. And then we close out on Wednesday with NASCAR Next Gen. And no, Lotus is not tomorrow. It's Clio
Yeah, we got Clio in
in
1987 next week
1987
or tomorrow.
tomorrow. And then Wednesday it's Lotus and NASCAR. And we'll see how those races go. But it's been a good one here at Sebring. Like always, thank you for supporting the stream and the league. I will see you guys next time.